So yes, just taking your time, just settling in, coming into a comfortable position. So in doing that, bringing your attention into the body. Noticing your posture, how you're positioned, how you're holding yourself. And just allowing the body just to make any subtle adjustments. Perhaps just taking a moment to feel the feet on the ground. Noticing the body weight in the chair. Feeling your hands resting in your lap. And having the eyes closed or half open. You might take a moment just to notice what's happening in the mind. Is the mind taking time to settle? Is it remembering, planning, anticipating? It might be fairly calm. We might be able to notice the gaps between the thoughts. So just seeing if we can allow the mind to be just as it is. Taking this position of witnessing the mind, observing the mind as best we can. And it might still happen, we get lost in thought from time to time. But as best we can, just observing. We can often feel frustrated with the mind, finding it difficult to switch off, finding it difficult to stop the thoughts. So in a sense, sometimes when we meditate, when we're starting out meditating, and maybe even when we've been meditating for some time, there's still a sense perhaps of wanting to control the mind, control the thoughts, to make them stop, to have more gaps, for them to be more positive. And while there's a place for using the mind for the better, in a sense, our mindfulness is our awareness. So being aware of how we are, of how the mind is in this moment. So I wonder if we can be the witness to the busyness, if that's how it is. Whether we can also be a witness to the frustration, noticing a wish, a desire for the mind to be different, for our meditation to be better in some way. We might even think sometimes that when that busy mind doesn't let up, is that we're no good at meditating. And so just this reminder that with our mindfulness, being aware without judgment of this present moment, it doesn't matter what's in it. It doesn't matter if there's frustration, anger, sadness, joy, excitement. And it's okay if the mind is calm, busy, anxious, worried. Just being the witness to it. And what can really help is drawing on the attitude of mindfulness, of curiosity, of a beginner's mind. And so having this sense of, I wonder why the mind's so busy. Oh, look at that. There I am, feeling frustrated. There I am, thinking that thought again. I wonder why. So being curious. So coming to notice your breathing. Noticing your breath is a really good way of grounding, centering, being present. And of course, we can focus on it for a little while before the mind wanders, and that's okay. You can notice this toing and froing in and out of the present. So the invitation here, if it feels comfortable, is to take some deeper breaths. Just breathing in your own time and at your own pace. And seeing if you can really pay attention to how those deeper breaths feel in the body. So some nice deep conscious breaths. On the out breath, slowing it down. Perhaps really noticing that expansion in the body on the in breath. Feeling that lovely release in the body as you breathe out. And we can use our deeper breaths at any point during a practice. It can help settle us at the beginning, middle or end. And it also helps us to refocus, to come back to the present. These kind of exaggerated conscious breaths kind of give the mind something to pay attention to. So whenever that feels enough for you, gently releasing those deeper breaths. Feeling and sensing the body coming back into its natural rhythm. And then inviting in a small but real smile to the mouth. This energy of the smile can help bring in a lightness. It can help our sense of curiosity. It can help bring a sense of softness into the face and into the body. So perhaps just together now we can bring our attention to some key parts of the body. We might want to soften the skin around the eyes, loosen the jaw, seeing if we can bring some softness into the back of the neck and then into the shoulders. Bringing a softness into the hands and the fingers. Softening in the belly and the lower back, just to allow for that natural wave of the breath. Softening in the hips, pelvis, the buttock muscles. And then sending that softness all the way down through the legs, down to the feet. And when you get down to the feet, just allowing your attention to rest in the soles of the feet, feeling that touch between the feet and the ground. Feeling the body resting here. Feeling the breath moving in the body. Perhaps once again, just turning your attention to the mind and noticing with curiosity whether it's the same or different. Seeing if we can allow the mind to be just as it is. Oh, yeah, I'm still thinking that thought. Oh, there's a few more gaps. However it is for you. And then bringing your attention back into the body and back into the breath if that feels good. And I'd just like to end today's practice, this practice, with a poem. This poem is by Mary Oliver, and it's called Lingering in Happiness. After rain, after many days without rain, it stays cool, private and cleansed under the trees. And the dampness there, married now to gravity, falls branch to branch, leaf to leaf, down to the ground, where it will disappear, but not, of course, vanish, except to our eyes. The roots of the oaks will have their share, and the white threads of the grasses, and the cushion of moss. A few drops, round as pearls, will enter the mole's tunnel. And soon so many small stones, buried for 1,000 years, will feel themselves being touched. Okay. So feeling the body breathing. And then we'll notice the breath for a breath in and a breath out. And we'll bring this practice to a close. So just taking your time as we shift from the practice back to this space. Bringing some gentle movement to the body. And opening the eyes when you feel ready. Taking in your surroundings. Okay, thank you for your practice.